Hi guys, welcome to another video. So today is December 6th. So just dropping by that having a warning that in the Asia Pacific markets, the stock market is adjusting pretty much a big time. So right now you're looking at the futures of DAX and of Nasdaq and of S&P 500 is pretty bad. But I think the most important data that we have to wait for is the non-farm data that is coming out on Friday, which is the last non-farm ratio, the non-farm data that before the FOMC meeting. So I will leave that to Friday to discuss that with you guys. But first of all, we have to understand something that we have to prepare for the future data to coming out. Then we have the better preparation, will be better prepared. So there's a website I want to introduce to you guys, in which a few years ago we don't have this kind of websites, and then we have to do our own reminders, set it in the calendars. But with this website, you don't have to do that, because this just a little secretary is reminding us on about when and what data and what important data that's coming up, and then we can better prepare for the data. And now it's more or less pretty much economy driven. The market is pretty much economy driven, so we have to understand that. So as we may know, there's some all the economy data can be categorized into three categories, which is leading index, coincident index, and also the lagging index. So I will explain it in the later videos. If you're interested in that, in this series, and how the economy data works, you can leave the comments and I will make you another video. But for this today, I will talk about the website, which is investing.com. You can see the website investing.com. And this is really a good website and organize all the data as in a calendar, and we understand exactly when and what time which important data is coming out. So in the past, we may not understand, we may not remember when the data is coming out, or we do not have the market consensus of in terms of what number the data is coming out, so we cannot prepare anything honestly. So right now, you can forget, you don't have the information on your hand, which is okay as long as you come to this website. You go to the news and economic calendar, and it's all the data around the world will be in front of your eyes. But if you think that there's really a lot too much, you can click, hit the filters, clear. And for example, you want to know in United States, and then my habit is to only filter 2 bulls and 3 bulls, which is a signal of important signal, which is created by investing.com. But why not just 3 bulls, right? But because for me, I will just mainly look at the leading indicators. Okay, I won't look at other economic data, or I will look at some, for example, unemployment rate and non-farm ratio, which is coincident data, coincident indicators. Okay, there are different ways to play around with data. For the leading indicators, you can kind of play around with the anticipation, and then you can maximize your return, but the risk is higher. And the second one, if you want to play around with the coincident indicators, in which it's just like a grade report, like a final report, there's nothing for you to anticipate. As long as the data is not kind of matching the anticipation, you can make up some strategies after the data is announced. Okay, so I'm not sure how the definition of investing.com, how they label and define the data. So to be safe, I press 2 and 3 bulls, click apply, and then you can click, for example, this week, and boom, you can see the ADP non-farm ratio. We call it the small ratio, that the ADP non-farm data, we call it a small data of the the official non-farm payrolls will be announced on Friday, and this is sort of a preview of the data coming out. So you can see, you have the forecast, you can the previous, which is 235k, and the forecast, which is the market consensus, which is 185k. So I'm not too much talking about how can we take a reference of the previous or forecast. I can make it, I can share this insight in the other video if you are interested. But I will at least show you how this is an amazing website. It's free. I don't have sponsorship because it's free. And I think if you you also think the importance of economic data, which investing.com will really be helpful. So just a warning, tonight is an ADP non-farm data. 185K is what we're looking at. We won't take any reference of the 235K at all. I'll explain it if you're interested, but the key is Friday. The non-farm payrolls is 200K. Okay, so just dropping by, saying that the stock market will not be as easy as before. So be careful of your assets. Be careful of especially any stocks that is not profiting. For example, people like buying Twitter, people like buying Snapchat, people like buying Tesla. They're not profiting at all. If you're holding Amazon, holding Google, which is fine, okay? So that's the website. Hopefully it's useful for you guys. If you have any function or any buttons you don't understand, please leave me your comments or your questions in the comment box below. Please subscribe to the channel and like my Facebook page. Give it a thumbs up. Please share this video to your friends if you think your friends are interested in this, or if your friends are still opening up 10 websites for just one data. That's pretty much wrong, because investing.com can solve anything. I'll see you next time. Investing is easy. Goodbye.